Hey guys, Comedy Farts Gamer here. What's up? What's good? What's going on? How's you guys? How's you peoples doing? Alright, let's talk about cool stuff. What could be considered cool in today's world? See, there's always gonna be things that will never run out of fashion, like playing the guitar or like dancing. Dancing, if you dance, you're like cool. Sometimes, I mean, if you're kind of doing the very twinky dances, yeah, sure. But everyone wants to be cool, everyone wants to be seen, and sometimes you just gotta see other people to be seen yourself, because you get what you give. And sometimes you don't get what you give. So yeah, in order to be cool, you need to be able to see other people as cool. you know I mean, you could be everything in the world, but once people see that you're kind of egoistic and it ranges. Cockiness, ego is only attractive to a certain extent, then it gets obnoxious. It truly does get obnoxious, and nobody is able to realize this themselves for themselves. Right? I can be like, "Ooh, my ego is kind of attractive because I'm just showing them I'm all that, and they'll believe me," and all this bullshit that we tell ourselves to convince ourselves that we're cool. This making videos like this, is it cool? I don't know. I don't know if it's cool or not, but like, look at me. Look at where I came from. If you look at the first video I made, it has kind of a really slow vibe. And even though I've maintained the the losing my train of thought, the stuttering, the pausing randomly, filler words and stuff, at least I've identified it. And even the top speech coaches in the world, they'll use filler words and stuff. It's not impossible, but it's really hard to just be able to say things very raw by just thinking of them straight up and formalizing them in a way where I can just continuously keep speaking for 10 minutes for a YouTube video and stuff. It's hard. It's hard. That's why very few people get successful on here with just this format. Of course, they just, yeah, whatever. You get my point. See, I stuttered again. I messed up. It's gonna keep happening. Okay, if it bothers you, I can't really do much. It's just wait till he can speak properly without much pauses. Whatever. So dope stuff. Dope stuff is really hard to replicate, because you are your own person. You have your own likings, and if you try to be cool by looking at someone else, you're not gonna be able to be perceived as cool, because the person who does cool stuff only makes it look cool because they like doing the cool stuff. If you see some dude playing the guitar like an idiot, like this is not cool, you won't feel like guitar is cool. But it's like most people who play the guitar play it enough to play a couple songs, maybe 10 songs, like fluently, and they practice it and stuff, so it looks cool. Of course. So the thing is, in order to do cool stuff, firstly you need to identify what the common cool stuff is. Then you need to figure out if you actually like that stuff, and then you need to practice that stuff. Take it as a hobby and nothing more than a hobby. As once you make it a job kind of thing, it is hard to maintain your interest in it. Because someone said this before, I've heard that when you are interested in something and it looks like a gold mine, you probably don't know much about it, right? So exploit that. Learn more about stuff that people don't know much about, and boom, they're interested because they don't know about that stuff. You do, so that makes you cool. Most people don't know how to play the guitar. and it looks cool, so you're cool if you do. Most people don't know how to sing properly. If you can sing well, ooh la la, attractive. And that's how this is just as simple as that. As simple as that, to be cool. And if you want to go even advanced, you need to have contrast. You need to have depth to your character, my friend. You may have already heard this, but the nerd who's also strong, the dude who's a CS major but also a karate black belt. Ooh, insta cool. That's the type of stuff. I don't have many more examples. Let's say the soft spoken individual who has anger issues, which isn't really cool, but it sounds cool in theory, right? If you're writing a story for 14-year-old girls, that's your cool. Anyway, I mean, isn't that pretty much all the characters which are like they're rude and stuff, but then they find out they're just soft and gentle on the inside, from like every 14-year-old's show, like Vampire Diaries or something, whatever. I mean, yeah, Outer Banks and all that weird stuff is whatever, man, whatever. What I'm trying to say is opposites attract, and people who are opposites attract even more, as then you can find more stuff to relate to, and then they'll realize that you aren't close minded, you aren't just the type of person to be a type of person. Banger quote again, you aren't just the type of person to be a type of person. Come on, smash like if that's not a quote we love. Come on. You know what, I'm just gonna end the video right there. That quote is literally the whole reason this video exists. What a fire quote I just cooked up just now. Glaze is crazy, man. I gotta keep myself humble. But like, tell me if that wasn't a fire quote. One day I'm gonna learn how to be nonchalant and just say wise stuff and be like, oh yeah, I said that. Is there anything different? This is like a usual day for me. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you guys think I'm cool? Woo! Yeah, doing this, the thing I just did is so uncool. It's so cringe. Kill me, bite me, not in the ass. That's like one of my favorite sayings now. Just bite in the ass. It's like the only thing that are gonna bite you in the ass is if you're like living at the ground floor and you're going to take a shit and the snake just shows up and like, hello. What do I do? Okay, I need to end this video. Goodbye.